Welcome to the Reed Report. I appreciate you guys for taking this time to hear me out here on the Reed Report. Well, today we have an interesting video. Very interesting. We got Cam Newton is trending because he said that he wouldn't trade in his MVP for a Super Bowl championship. How do I feel about that as a Carolina Panther fan?
Tell me what they wanna see me for. Hear me out, here we go. What's the Reed Report? Tell me what they wanna see me for. Hear me out, here we go. What's the Reed Report? Tell me what they wanna see me for. Hear me out, here we go. What's the Reed Report? Tell me what they wanna see me for. Hear me out, here we go. What's the Reed Report? Bring it to you live.
But before we get into that, please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. We have reached our goal of 1,900. Now we're trying to crack 2K. I really do appreciate all the support, all the subscribers, everything that you guys have done. It really means a lot to me as we try to grow here on the Reed Report. Again, always let me know what you guys want to hear, what you guys want to talk about, would like me to talk about, and let's just, let's interact with this thing. And a huge part of the growth over the last month or so of this channel has been because of Simon Ahmed, who has helped my channel grow over the last month or so. Just his, giving me tips and stuff on how to helping me improve my SEO here on YouTube, teaching me, how YouTube actually work and things like that. Been very helpful. Of course, the thumbnail designs, he's been great with those. Very attractive thumbnails, eye-catchy to highlight, what it is that we're talking about here on the video. Again, I've seen a lot of improvement, since working with Simon, since he's given me these tips and showed me, just how this platform worked, because I've been on this platform for since about COVID, but I never really got into like the ins and outs on how things actually work. I just wanted to get my opinions out there, but it's really a niche, something I'm really taking serious now, something I'm taking to. So I appreciate Simon for that, and just my overall experience on working with him. It's just been really good. Been a really good experience, really good month, and hopefully we can continue to grow this channel as we continue to work together. I would definitely recommend his service. If any of you are ever interested, let me know, and I'll be sure to point you into his direction. So let's get into what we're here to talk about. Let's get into that, because of course, like I said, I'm a Panther fan. This thing was trending, so I watched that Super Bowl. I was hurt by that Super Bowl, losing that Super Bowl. Of all my teams, I would have to say, as a Laker fan, an Angels fan, a Panther fan, the pro teams. I like Duke in basketball, and college football, I like Ole Miss. But of all the teams I root for, the Panthers, I would have to say, is my favorite, because I think, I grew up watching them when they were terrible, and I picked them just based on playing a video game, NFL Blitz, with my brother way back in like 2001. And love the Lakers, love the Angels. Well, I don't know if I really love the Angels. They've been in limbo for just so long. But love the Panthers more. And they're the one team I root for that has never won a championship, never won a Super Bowl. It had been 12 years at that point since the Panthers made the Super Bowl. And I remember watching that like, man, if we could get this championship, I'll be set for some time. I don't know, by now, had we won, it will worn off by now, and I'll be, clamoring for another one. But I want to talk about this. I don't want to waste any more time. I want to talk about this situation because Cam Newton, speaking of the Panthers, said that he wouldn't trade in his MVP award that he won the season we made the Super Bowl, the Carolina Panthers, for a Super Bowl trophy. He wouldn't trade in his MVP for a Super Bowl trophy. So let's hear Cam out on this one, and let's see. Let's get my thoughts afterwards. But let's watch this in full and then get my thoughts.
We've got a former league MVP right here on the set right now in Cam. I ask you, Cam, if you could give back that league MVP for a Super Bowl championship, would you do it?
No.
Oh.
Really?
Really?
Wow.
Because you have to ask it through this lens. That was a very journalistic viewpoint or vantage point or response, Stephen A.
That would
I'll
be me.
ask you this question, and just to pose this thought: what's more important, impact or championships? You look at a guy like Allen Iverson, or you stood up on the table and blah 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 blah. Everybody's not going to be Michael Jordan. Everybody's not going to be Patrick Mahomes. Everybody's not going to be these individuals who have the luxury of saying, "Hey, I not only dominated this sport, but I also have championships to back it." Like, let me remind you, Brad Johnson won a Super Bowl. Trent Dilfer won a Super Bowl. Respectfully, Nick Foles won a Super Bowl. So, yes, when you look at those guys and you say, okay, what's more important? Would you have preferred to win a Super Bowl? I think that's the humble approach, but if we're being honest, the impact of you holding yourself accountable to say everybody has a responsibility to do. And you can say as an MVP award winner or an All-American, you've held yourself or you've held your end of the bargain down. And that's what it really comes down to for me. I know that's not the popular pick. I'm trying to be.
Bro, that hat is killing me real quick. I don't know if that's supposed to be like cream dripping down or what, but that hat. I mean, that's Cam Newton. Y'all know Cam Newton. Anyway, I just have to address that.
Popularized. But my take is I'm taking individual success because I did my job. Football is not about one guy trying to do 11 jobs. It's 11 guys doing one job. And if everybody does their job best, famous words of our coach Belichick, just do your job. Do it.
So y'all heard what Cam had to say about the situation. And again, he's not trying to, like he said, have the popular take like, oh, of course I would trade in my MVP for a Super Bowl. Like Brady said he would. I think he said when Shannon Sharp asked him years ago if he would give up a ring or two to get back that undefeated season, and Brady said no doubt or something like that. Like he didn't hesitate. I think he said one ring or two. I think he may have said one ring, but if he would give up a ring, one ring, just to have back that undefeated season capped off with the Super Bowl, and Brady said absolutely.
I would ask, would you be willing to trade 2 Super Bowl rings to win that 1 Super Bowl? You got to trade 2 for 1.
Ooh. That's a good question.
Will you? Come on. But the thing is, do I get the 2? Do I get the 2? You get the 2. Okay, yeah. Hell, you can have that one.
So Cam isn't taking that route. And going back to that Super Bowl briefly, I never put too much into him. Of course, you see the picture on the screen at the bottom here by the Panthers logo, Cam Newton. That's the infamous picture of him looking at the football and failing to dive on the ball. And I never personally, as a fan, put too much stock into it. Like, oh man, he cost us a Super Bowl. If it wasn't for Cam, we would have won. Because look, Denver just beat the brakes off of us in that Super Bowl. So I'm not going to put it all on that particular play. Like Carolina's defense was like 6th in the league. They were a great finesse defense. They created the most turnovers. They were like plus 20 something in turnovers and got a lot of touchdowns on defense. Their defense was finesse, but Denver's defense was just mean. Denver's defense was crazy good, and Cam just, he hadn't seen anything like that up to that point of his career. Again, I never put too much stock into that, and I think what Cam is saying is like, yeah, he did his job. On the outside looking in, I should probably be like, or most of y'all Panther fans would be like, dang, bro, because it's a Super Bowl and it's a team thing, and that's something that we can all like bask in the glory of. Like, in hindsight, we don't really care that much about Cam or any individual winning the MVP awards. So there are some sports fans who are attached to players, and maybe that's a big thing for them to see their favorite player win MVP. Me, I care because the Panthers are like an expansion franchise, been around for like 30 years, and this was our first MVP. But the Super Bowl, I get what everybody's saying. It's like, this is a team thing. This is something that we can all brag on. We can't all really brag on Cam Newton winning MVP. So Cam is like, no, I'm not trading in my success for a Super Bowl, for a team Super Bowl, because I did my part. And the Panthers never got back. They were looking like they were going to be, I won't say the next dynasty, but be contending for championships for years to come. Because you saw what Cam was able to do without elite weapons. He had Jericho Cotchery, of course, Greg Olsen, one of the best tight ends in football, but he didn't have McCaffrey at the time. He had Jonathan Stewart. He had, who else was our receiver? Ted Ginn Jr. You know, he didn't have elite weapons, and people didn't see that season coming. They didn't see 15-1 Carolina Panthers coming. Not even I saw that. I thought we could compete for the division, but I didn't see 15-1 coming. But also another angle I look at this, that's pretty much all I had to talk about, but also another point of this that I was thinking about, maybe he just probably still, I could be reaching here, y'all let me know, but still not happy with the Carolina Panthers in general. Hold on a second. Because as you remember, Cam Newton spoke out after the Panthers Germany game against the Giants back in, I believe, October. And a lot of the Panther legends was there. Thomas Davis, Luke Kuechly, Steve Smith Sr., Julius Peppers were all there. And Cam Newton is like, wait a minute, why wasn't Cam Newton invited, pretty much? I'm going to show y'all the clips, the shorts, and y'all let me know. Maybe he doesn't, you know what I'm saying, like, forget the Panthers. Maybe this is why he also has that take. Let's listen to it.
Hey, honest question.
What's up?
Do you think Cam Newton has played his last down in the NFL?
Yeah, I believe so. I think you have
Breland, do you think I'm ever going back to play in the NFL?
Realistically, no.
Okay. Can I be vulnerable real quick?
Yeah.
All right. People don't know this story, but I'm going to tell it. I don't have no quarrel with David Tepper. I don't have no quarrel with nobody in the Panthers organization. I speak my mind unbiasedly, no matter who and what franchise it is. Last year, we had a 7-on-7 tournament in Charlotte.
Correct.
We went into the Panthers facility. And you mean to tell me one of the greatest Panthers to ever play ain't up nowhere? I'm talking nowhere. Who brought it to my attention? My son. Hey, honest question. At this particular point in time, the question was, we don't know if Cam's retired yet. Newsflash, I'm never going to retire. I know I've played my last piece of football. It don't matter to me to officially retire. A couple years ago, I had initiatives that I brought to the forefront to the Carolina Panthers. I said, I'm really taking this media shit serious. Why don't we give a live audience the experience to let's do a Funky Friday for the masses. We're approaching, at this time it was 5 years since the 2015 season. I was like, we could do a 2-for-1. I can talk to Luke Kuechly, I can talk to Thomas Davis, I can talk to Greg Olsen, unfiltered, in a way in front of an audience that we can just share stories. This could be the perfect way to pass the torch to Bryce Young. I think the fans are like that. Did that get pushed through pay?
Nah.
At this particular point.
So you heard that. And again, I don't know for sure if it has anything to do with that, the reason he said that. But of course, like I said, most people would say, yes, they would trade in a Super Bowl. But Cam is saying, I did my job. Like, why are you asking me to give up my award for a team, for team success? Like, I know it sounds crazy, but I get what he's saying. If I were in his position, and not just to please everybody, and clearly Cam is not trying to please everybody, but I think I would definitely feel like, man, I would much rather have a Super Bowl rather than this individual award. But Cam Newton is like, I ain't trying to be like everybody else. But those are my thoughts on the situation. Like I said, I never put too much stock into him not diving on the ball because Denver was just defensively was just really good. They were lights out, and they won for a reason. We never got back to the Super Bowl. 2016, we won like just 6 games. A huge drop off from 15. 2017 was the last time the team made the playoffs with Cam Newton at the quarterback, of course, and rookie Christian McCaffrey. And we haven't been back to the playoffs since then. So we're looking to try to recapture that. And I'll leave you with this nugget. Delusion coming on. Super Bowl 60 is in Santa Clara this year. I'm just going to say that. Super Bowl 60. And the Panthers were in Super Bowl 50. All right. Yeah, let me know what y'all think. Am I being delusional right now? Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And yeah. Keep pounding, baby.
Hear me out, here we go with the Reed Report. Bring it to you live, on time. Bring it to you live, on time. Bring it to you live, on time. Bring it to you live.